How you doing, Maginas? Tanky Toddler here, bringing you guys a commentary what life was like without a cell phone. And so I'll get into that in a second. But then also, first I want to thank Rising Tide for allowing me to use his gameplay. Thank you very much, and make sure to go subscribe to Rising Tide's channel. There's a lot of very good videos on there. I checked out a few of them myself. I subscribed, and he definitely deserves a lot more. Right now he's at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to go check him out and see if you enjoy it as well. And so, life without a cell phone. And for a lot of people kind of new, if you watch my streams or if you came to my stream recently, I probably talked about before that I don't have a cell phone right now. I actually am getting one in the mail today, and it's been over 2 months, I think. I think it's actually been almost exactly 2 months since I haven't had a cell phone. And a lot of people would be freaking out. A lot of people would just be like, oh my god, I can't live without a cell phone. How the fuck do you do it? And I mean, honestly, I was just feeling like a lot less stressful not having to rely on like people getting hold of me there. Like, I guess, like, to be honest, whenever I got voicemails, usually that was bad news. Usually whenever like somebody was like calling me, that's usually bad news. You know what I mean? Like, normally sometimes like, hey, you want to hang out, you know that. So I mean, obviously there's some of it, but like usually people just text you for that. So whenever I got a phone call, my phone's ringing, I'm like, oh shit, what did I do this time? Or like, what the fuck did I fuck up? And so it always just made me nervous, and it just like stressed me out whenever my phone got an alert on it. And I don't know why. I shouldn't have felt like that, but I did. And so I felt really less stressful because like without a phone, it was like having no responsibility, I guess to say. Really bad thing to say. Like, I totally should just own up and just like have a phone, but I just felt like I wasn't stressed out very much, and because I knew I didn't have a lot of responsibility because nobody knew how to get a hold of me because I never got on Facebook either, and it's really bad. I totally should have had a phone, but really the only times I ever missed it was when I'm watching like a movie or a TV show, like when I'm watching Netflix or something. I like to play Candy Crush or like Flappy Bird while I'm doing it. You know, I feel like I just needed more than just one outlet for entertainment. I couldn't just watch. I had to be like doing something at the same time, whether it's masturbating or playing Candy Crush. And the other big time that I always missed it was, actually there's two. There's two times where I really wish I had a phone. And I know one of them you guys will agree with, and the other one be like, oh, what the fuck, Ryan? Why would you do that? And the first one was whenever I'm taking a dump. You know, I'm just sitting there in the toilet, and there's just really not a lot to do. There's really nothing to look at. You're just looking at linoleum floor. You're looking at a curtain, bathtub, you know. You're like, oh, man, looks like I got some toilet paper. That's good. You know, you're not freaking out at that point yet. And it's just, you know, it's just really nice. You can check your Twitter. You can tweet. You can read about sports. You can play Flappy Bird or Floppy Bird, whatever you want to call it. I always thought it was Floppy Bird back in the day. And so that's one reason I missed it a lot. And the other one was whenever I'm showering. And then people are going to be like, what? You would shower with your cell phone? And the answer is yes. I totally would shower with my cell phone. Yeah, look at him trying to get killed. It took him a little bit to actually get killed in that video. And so showering, because I also had a cover for it. I had a waterproof cover, and so I'd just take it in there, and this is where I would read about sports. I would, like, any sport article I would find interesting on ESPN, I would read about it, and that's where I'd just learn about sports. And during fantasy football season, that's when I would probably do a lot of pickups and drops of players in fantasy football and stuff like that. So that is just another reason I missed it, because it's just, the other thing is just like, I'm just really bored showering too. Like, there's just nothing to do. I don't have any radio. Like, all I can hear is the fucking water going off, you know. And you know, I have me and my own thoughts, and usually my thoughts are in there. It's like, what should I try to mix up anything? What kind of video should I do today? What should I do differently on Twitch? Usually nothing is different. Usually it's like, the only reason I usually shower anymore is just so I look pretty for Twitch. I'm not kidding. I really just don't like to get on Twitch and then have like greasy hair and stuff. So, man, I'm a pile of shit, ain't I? No phone, just so nobody could talk to me. Fucking just shower just so I can look pretty on Twitch. Fuck. But like I said, it's all coming to an end today. When I get my FedEx brings me my cell phone. Apparently it's already activated. I'm not sure what that means. Well, I mean, I kind of know what it means. This means I can already make texts and calls, and my number is already ready to go. But I really don't know how much I believe that, and I honestly probably won't turn it on tonight. I'll probably turn it on tomorrow when I wake up, just because I'll be streaming tonight, and you know, what's one day without a phone? What's one more day? And so honestly, I challenge you guys just to live without a phone for maybe like a day or two, like maybe for over like Sunday and Monday, because who really cares about those days? Usually, you won't have anything going on, anyways. So that's my challenge to you guys. See how you feel about it. And the other thing is, I really don't get on Facebook either. So I think Facebook really is just a form of texting now, if anything. I think Facebook's just really boring now. Like all I see now is just like people from my old high school getting married, something about their job. You know, they're all responsible adults, and I'm just like, I got like 5 more years. I'll figure it out then. But it kind of made me think about like how I used to be so tied down to a cell phone back in high school. Like, dude, I'd have that on hook all the time, and I guess I didn't always have to text during class. I know a lot of people did. Like, they could not stay off their phone even during class, and I wasn't one of those guys. I could totally just not use my cell phone in class and then have it on and again. So I was never really addicted to my phone, but whenever I would go home, I would constantly be texting. Well, mostly because my girlfriend would be texting me a lot. Honestly, we texted so much it was just annoying, and so. It's just I think that's probably why. I think when I look back at that, that's probably kind of why I wasn't really too depressed when my cell phone was lost, because like I'd spent so many fucking hours and hours and probably days like on my cell phone, and I just kind of got sick of it, just constantly texting. Like at this point, and I talked to a lot of people before too, they're like, whenever we text people, we just get kind of annoyed about it. It's like, man, let's leave me alone, you know. And I mean, that sounds bad. I'm not the only one that says it, but yeah, I just like you see like whenever you show it on your phone, you see what they say to you, and then it's like, oh, I'm busy, I'm watching Netflix, I don't want to reply yet. You know, we're just that lazy apparently that we just want to take 5 seconds of our day to send a reply to somebody. I know I'm like that. Maybe you guys aren't. And Rising Tide went 107-12. Stay hairy, manginas.